2025 was a lot. We changed jobs, Karthik had a nose surgery, and we randomly started creating content. We also made some grown up money decisions. And between all this, we ate, we slept, and we lived a life.
If you told us last year that this is how our 2025 was going to be, we wouldn't have believed it honestly. We would have just laughed it off and we would have gone to watch some TV. But hey, here
We are here now. So in this video, we are going to talk about our 2025. This is not a recipe video. This is not a Saturday Samail, home or garden or anything money related. This is just a sit back and a chatty version of how our 2025 went.
Let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Unfiltered Copy. I'm Karthik.
And I'm Vaishnavi.
And in today's video, we're going to tell you what happened in our 2025.
We are filming this on 27th of December. As you can see, we are casually seated and we just took notes of different things that happened in our 2025 and also things that didn't happen in our 2025. As always, we have broken down into several sections so we can talk you through different aspects of our life.
Yeah. Before we get into the sections, we want to tell you that 2025 has been the biggest year for us so far. So stay tuned till the end.
Section 1. How 2025 started versus how it ended.
So this is the start of 2025 and we started off thinking that we would be healthier and make healthier food choices. We would be fitter, go to the gym regularly. We would be financially
in a better place.
We would actually make better financial decisions, save some more money, do a bit of DIY around the house. So if you've been following us for a while, last year we moved into this house and we did have quite a bit of expenses that came along with the house. So this year, since everything is settled, we had a few DIYs that we had to do. So we thought that we would finish it off this year and thereby save some more money by doing it DIY. And we also wanted to be more outdoorsy. So we wanted to go on a lot of camping. We wanted to go on hikes. And I also wanted to try my hand at fishing. So these are some of the things that we wanted to accomplish at the start of the year.
And here we are in December 2025. I can say confidently that we have done parts of it very, very well. The other parts, it hasn't happened that much. That's only because if you're following us, you would also know that around March or April, life took a turn and we started creating content. That's when it started becoming somewhat of a thing. And since then, what started as like, let's do when we are free, quickly turned into somewhat of a part-time or another full-time job. So we have our full-time jobs. We look after the house, cleaning and cooking and whatnot. Apart from that, doing content takes a lot out of you. We barely make any money out of it, but the amount of effort and time you put in content has grown like massively. We're very thankful for it. We enjoy it, but I can't help but emphasize that there is a lot that goes into it. So December 2025, here we are, still with 2 full-time jobs. A lot of what he said hasn't happened. A lot of it has happened. You would have seen us quickly rambling through to put together gallery wall and all that. So that was because let's try and tick off those DIY projects thing. We'll talk about each of these sections in detail. But yes, that's like your gist at December 2025.
Yeah. So as I mentioned before, early 2025 was a simple, straightforward, get fitter, get healthier kind of a
go outdoor, live a chill life, like a dink life.
That's how it started. But then it has turned out to be one of the biggest years for us.
Yes. Section 2, work and career shifts plus citizenship. On the work front, I changed jobs around March this year. I wasn't necessarily looking, but I just applied for a job late last year. Karthik didn't know about it. I just applied and I didn't hear back from them for a long time. I heard back around January or so this year, and I had a few rounds of interviews and I've made it. So I joined the job in March. This job that I'm in, it's fully work from home. I'm super duper thankful for it. I didn't go looking for it, although I was blessed with one. So super duper thankful for it. And that has also enabled a lot of flexibility around different things that we do around the house, as well as content and in general life. So that was one of the biggest shifts for me work-wise this year. Do you want to talk
And
about
for
yours?
me as well, I've been searching for a job for a while,
Yeah.
and I was lucky to get into this job. The thing about this job is that it's completely different to what I am used to. I work for an IT company, and then I moved to an ICT.
So the new job is ICT.
The new job is an ICT company, and my role still is the same. It's a project manager, but then it sits in between IT and construction. So it's a bit of a it's actually a very new role for me. And at first, I was very scared to take on this role because hey, what's gonna happen to my career? Like, what happens to my previous experiences? Would I be able to leverage that and all? But I was ready to take that risk, and it actually worked well because in this job I get to play to my strengths, and that's something that I really love about this job. And 2025 has been lucky in that sense for me.
Yes, and he's playing to his strengths. So he enjoys the kind of work he does. He likes to go somewhere and do.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of site visits and all that as part of this job as well. And Karthik changed his job around August this year.
Yeah, August. And I also got my citizenship test done this year, and I'm just waiting for the ceremony to happen. So that's another big win for me in 2025.
So if you're anxious about joining a new job, we would say don't be. It'll all work out in the end. Just play to your strengths. If you really think that you're fit for that role, don't be scared or anything like that. It'll definitely work out good for you. Section 3, health, surgery and movement. The next big thing for me was Karthik's nose surgery. Karthik was not able to breathe properly until around July this year. He went to doctors because of tinnitus, which is a ringing sound in his ears, for that problem around March. But the doctors diagnosed it and they said it's only because of his nose, and he had to get his nose surgery, rhinoseptoplasty, done. We didn't want to talk too much about what that surgery is and all that, but just as a gist, know that Karthik had to get nose surgery. It's called rhinoseptoplasty. We got it done around mid-July this year. So if you're still following us, I joined new job around March. I was still in my probation period, 6 months probation it was. And for me, it was very difficult to look after Karthik, plus do household everything and manage some content on the side while still being present and doing everything. So it was a lot for me to go through, and it was also winters. So the mood itself is a little bit mellow and down. But here we are, we just came out of it stronger. The good thing is Karthik can breathe very well now. It's about 5 months since his surgery. The total healing time is more like 12 to 18 months. But even with 3 months or so, his breathing has improved a lot. So I'm super duper happy about it. And this was one of the bigger milestones for us, at least for me, because my husband can breathe properly.
On the movement side of things, I know at the start of the year we wanted to get fitter, we wanted to go to the gym a lot more, but that unfortunately did not happen because we pivoted into content creation, and that took a lot of our time. So between content creation, between surgeries and work and everything,
new jobs,
something
right?
had to give, right? So we couldn't go to the gym as much as we wanted to, but then we did a lot of walks around the neighborhood because we started feeling a bit guilty about not focusing or prioritizing that aspect of health. So we started walking a lot more, and that in turn helped us plan a lot of things.
You'd brainstorm content, or we'd just talk about life.
It's sort of the walkings sort of became our meeting sessions, where we would just walk for an hour and a half and discuss about life, future plans, content creation, and much more.
Money and so on and so forth. Yeah.
So it was definitely not our fittest year in terms of where we wanted to go, but next year is the year.
2026, we're doing it.
2026 is our year.
I hope you guys are also joining us.
Let's get fitter together.
Next section is home, gallery wall and garden. On the home front, we had 2 projects in mind to do this year. One was gallery wall, and the second was something for the niche that is at the entrance. You would have seen us pushing through to get the gallery wall done just in time. We kept it procrastinating for such a long time, but around November, I got that wisdom or enlightenment, like, oh, okay, we have still not done these two things. And for the Black Friday deals or whatever, I just got all these the photo frames, and we pushed it to get the gallery wall done. At the same time, we started talking to carpenters and all that to get the niche work done as well. But lesson learned here, you don't reach out to carpenters around end of the year, because they're not going to respond in time, and even if they do, they're going to say we'll talk in January. So this project, the niche project, is moved to next year. And we also didn't want to like really rush it. At one point we were thinking we'll DIY, we went to Bunnings, we did a few things, but then we felt like it may not be as crisp and as good of a finish, and it is at the entrance, so we want to make sure it gets good work done, and we didn't want to rush it.
We would do DIY, especially in places where people don't see. That's where we start. Her office is something that people don't see. Although it ends up quite well, we don't want to risk it. And this is right at the entrance. And if we screw it up and if it does not look good, it's going to haunt her for the rest of her life. And I didn't want to do that to her.
Yeah. So niche is happening next year. We'll definitely be showing you what we have planned for the niche. For now, that project didn't happen.
And on the garden front, we definitely learned a lot. There was a lot of trial and error. Initially, we just thought sunlight, water and soil. That's all it needs.
Oh, fertilizers,
and,
little
yeah,
bit.
and a little bit of fertilizers, and every plant grows. But that was actually not the case, and we had to learn it the hard way. Some plants thrived, really gave us a really good yield. Some plants didn't do much at all. Actually, they negatively progressed. For example, we had a bay leaf plant that I was super excited about. And when I saw it first, I was like, we are getting this. And we got this and we planted it along with all the other plants and trees that we have.
Last year. So this was
last year.
Yeah.
The bay leaf tree was last year, and it was planted along with all the other plants and trees in the garden. And I was just expecting it to grow as all the other plants are doing, but nothing actually happened. If anything, all of the leaves fell, and I think the plant had just 1 or 2 leaves left.
So
this was the progress that it had gotten to in 1 year. And instead of throwing it out, we tried changing it to a pot, and it actually started growing. So these are some of the things that we learned by trial. And there were so many other examples, and I don't want to bore you with all the details. Maybe we'll do a gardening video for that and try to explain some of the trial and errors that we did so that you can understand more in detail. But for the purposes of this video, that was some of the garden updates that we've had. In the end, we've actually learned a lot. And next year, we're going to be more intentional with what we plant. Maybe we might study a bit as well before we do something, and it's not as simple as sunlight, water, soil and fertilizers. It's a bit more than that.
Yeah, it's a bit more nuanced. Lots of learnings in the garden front as well.
Yeah.
Next section is content, numbers and community. Now the part that many of you found us through, content. If you had told us late last year that we'll be posting content on YouTube, we would have just laughed it off. I'm going to talk you through the timeline of events. So around late last year, around this time, December holidays, one of our friends visited us. She suggested that I should start sharing some recipes on Instagram because she had some of my food and she was like, this is super good, super delicious. You should start sharing a bit more, and there's so much in the world of social media. She herself is somewhat of a social media influencer. I didn't think of it too much, although that thought was there at the back of my mind. I was not too much into content creation at all. I was just like any random person. I would post here and there a few pictures or some reels, very basic reels on Instagram when a life event happens or something good happens. But around Feb or March this year, since that thought was lingering in my head, I thought, why not start sharing some of my recipes or my hacks or the way I do things on Instagram. We started off in Feb or March around that time to start posting a bit more consistently. Started sharing some of my lunchbox recipes, some of our vlog style videos like a day in our life type videos, some other bits and pieces like hacks. I do draw kolam or rangoli every morning, so I would share that as a story. So it started off something simple like that, and around March 2025 some of our videos became viral, and people started asking for house tour. We were thinking how to do house tour in like a 30 to 60 second reel. It was very difficult for us, and that's when we thought, why not like create a YouTube channel and post the house tour video. That's how a house tour video came about. We'll talk a lot more about content creation in the subsequent video because we have thought about it, hoping that it would help some of you in the coming year as well. So we're going to drill into it in the next year, but assume we started house tour video in YouTube around on April 30, 2025. That's the first video of our YouTube channel. From there on, we just started.
That's actually the second video because
the
first
video was
is
more
like
like intro.
an introduction video. And before we posted the second video, which is the house tour video on our channel, we wanted to think about what our channel would actually, what kind of value our channel would provide, what we would be posting there. And so we had to make an introduction video, a small 4 or 5 minutes video. That would be the first video. We still love that video, to be honest. Like the editing on that video is really good, something that we're really proud of. So we started with that video on the 30th of April, which is her birthday. And 10th of June, I believe, 40 days after that is when we got monetized.
On YouTube.
Yeah, that's a small milestone that we are really proud of. And
something that we hadn't planned in like Jan 2025.
Yeah.
So it just happened out of the blue for us.
It feels very special that this corner of the internet pays us something.
Yeah.
It's not life-changing money though, but it still pays us something. So we're really glad and we're really happy about that. But the real gift is the people. We have had a lot of people come and tell us, hey, I watched your solar video. It has helped us negotiate with a solar supplier, a solar installer. We have watched your recipe videos. We make recipes that our family loves.
Yeah.
We watched your garden update video. We learned a thing or two about gardening, about automation. And we also, like in general, people just come approach us and have a conversation with us and tell us, hey, your videos provide value. And honestly, that has been the best part of 2025, we should say.
Yeah.
And that has been...
it still feels very surreal when you're out and about, someone recognizes you and comes and talks to you. It feels really nice, and sometimes both of us, we don't know what to talk, and there'll be a moment of silence, but we are very, very thankful for that you come and talk to us. This has been like the biggest gift for us in 2025.
So thank you so much for all your messages, all your conversations, all your likes and shares. This is what has kept us going so far, and this is what will propel us into 2026 as well to make better and more useful content.
So in 2026, we want to provide a bit more structure in our YouTube videos. So far, it has been a bit random. So let us know in the comments below what kind of videos you'd like to see. We want to try and aim for a certain number of videos per week. So far, it has been a bit all over the place. Some weeks it's been like a lot of videos. Some other weeks it's been none. In 2026, we want to try and bring some structure to it. And I hope you guys would support us going into 2026 and further. Things we did not do perfectly. We have spoken about some of these things in the earlier section, but we want to try and bring it all together and summarize in this section. In the health and fitness front, we didn't go to gym as much as we would have liked. We did not get into the shape that we, I guess, aspired to get into at the start of the year.
And we were not as outdoorsy as we wanted to. We wanted to do a bit of camping.
I think
hikes.
I said we want to do 4 camping.
At least 4.
For
We
the
ended
year.
up doing the first 2, after which content creation got in the way, and so we had to shift our focus. Yeah, we've talked about this. So we did not do as much camps as we wanted to. I wanted to learn fishing. I couldn't do that. And we also wanted to go on a lot of hikes, which did not happen this year, but next year is the year.
I doubt it, but we'll see. And then in terms of home project front, we wanted to do gallery wall as well as niche. The niche didn't happen. It's happening next year.
Fingers crossed.
Rapid fire 2025 in 12 lines. We thought we would end with quick month by month of 2025. The highlight in January 2025 was our camping trip. We went to Orange. We went to this really nice place called Hey Rosie for dinner, and Karthik loved the food there. He's been talking about the food from Hey Rosie a lot. So that was the highlight
That was the best of 2025, honestly.
January 2025.
I'm saying that restaurant is the best of 2025.
of all the restaurants.
Of all the restaurants I've
Okay,
been to.
so that's January. Now Feb.
February is Valentine's Day. We went to this really nice restaurant called Entrata, which we've been meaning to go for quite some time. So that was the highlight of Feb 2025.
March 2025 is when I started posting a bit more consistently on Instagram. So that's the highlight.
April is always special because April is our birthday month. Both of us have our birthdays in April. And we also went camping in April with our neighbors, which was a nice change of scene for us. And on the 30th of April, we started our YouTube channel. So a big month.
May was all about learning the ropes of YouTube as well as our Melbourne trip.
June is when we first got monetized on YouTube.
July is Karthik's no surgery month. I also posted time management series every single day of the month on Instagram and reposted it to YouTube Shorts.
And August is when I joined my new job.
September is Navaratri. Even though we don't have festivals this year, we celebrated very small, just made Sundal. However, we visited a lot of Golu in September.
October is the month of Diwali, and even though we did not celebrate Diwali this year, we made a bit of sweets and savories and we distributed to our friends and family.
Friends who are like family. November, it was towards the end of the year and we were just trying to wrap up big projects at work. So it was a lot of work at work and then content creation and just business as usual.
December is all about Christmas parties at office, Christmas break, a reflection on how 2025 went, which is what we are doing now, and planning for the year ahead.
What 2025 taught us? So what did 2025 teach us?
So health cannot be pushed forever. If something needs fixing, you need to focus on that, and the sooner you do it, the better it is for you. I'm talking about my nose, of course. And the other thing is changing work, although it may be a bit daunting, it may turn out to be actually good for you.
For me, this year showed that I can handle a lot more things than I thought I could. Juggling between work, his surgery, content, home cooking, homemaking, life, garden, all of this feels like a lot, but I still feel like I pushed it through and we came out very well on the other side. So I'm super duper thankful about it, and I learned that I still have something in me where I can do all of this somewhat still graciously. So I'm happy about it and I can't wait to push a lot more in the coming years. There could be more skills hiding under me that I want to explore.
And also, I wanted to end this video by thanking you for everything that you've done for me in 2025. This is not scripted, by the way. You are an absolute rock star. The kind of effort that you put into everything is unmatched. And honestly, during my operation days, the 2 weeks after I had the surgery was the absolute worst for me. I was just on drugs and I was just sleeping, doing absolutely nothing. And on top of that, I was on pain so much. You just took it like a boss. You did everything around the house, and I'm extremely thankful that you are my partner. And 2026 would be a very big year for us.
Yeah, I hope so too. I mean, it's not about me doing all that. If Karthik was not as supportive as he is, I can't do a lot of things that I want to. All of the things that you see us doing, it usually comes from my idea. It's like, oh, I want to do that in the niche. I want to do this. I want to do that in the gardening. And Karthik never says no. So having such a supportive partner in life is such a blessing. Yes, I found him very late in my life, but I'm thankful that I found him at least that late, and we make a good partnership together. So I play to my strengths and he plays to his strengths, and together as a team, it just works for us. I don't know, it feels like a little bit boasting about ourselves, but I think we are okay to boast a little bit as well. I'm also very, very grateful and thankful that I have such an amazing partner, and without him, we wouldn't have done as much as we have in terms of our life, our progress, our content creation as well.
So 2025 has been a very big year.
Lots of learnings.
And
like
2026 is going to be a very big year, and we wish the same for you guys as well.
Yeah. If you are on the sidelines thinking you want to start something, you don't have time, energy, you don't have skills, remember at the start of the year, we didn't have a lot of skills. We still don't have a lot of skills, but we just push through, we learn along the way, move on, make mistakes. We are not afraid to make mistakes. We're like, okay, this went really bad. Okay, that's fine. We will learn and move on and do it better next time. And finally, just gratitude. We are ending 2025 feeling tired, but very, very thankful.
A lot of good things happened to us this year.
I hope there's so much more in the following years as well. We'll see you in another one.
Bye.